morning, students. Warm welcome to 11th standard. I am Mrs. Kala, one of the physics teacher. Today, we are going to see the introduction of the first unit in nature of physical world and measurement. Before that, we have to see the introduction of science. The word science has its root in the Latin verb scientia, meaning to know. In Tamil language, it is அறிவியல், meaning knowing the truth. The human mind is always curious to know and understand different phenomena like bright celestial objects in nature, cyclic changes in the seasons, occurrence of rainbow, etc. So, what is science? Science is the knowledge gained from using observations and experiments to describe and explain the world around us. So, what is science? Science is the knowledge gained from using observations and experiments to describe and explain the world around us. So, what is observation? Observation is one of the most important tools for a scientist. The knowledge of science dealing with non-living things is physical science. Already we know physical science, isn't it? Physics and chemistry. And that dealing with living things is biological science, that is botany and zoology. The word science was coined only in the 19th century. Natural philosophy was the earlier name given to science when ancient civilization knew and practiced astronomy, chemistry, human physiology, and agriculture. Oral communication is the art of conveying knowledge when writing systems were not yet developed. All scientists observe things, try to explain their observations, and then conduct experiments to test their ideas. This process is known as scientific method. So, what is scientific method? First, we have to observe the things, then try to explain the observations, and then conduct the experiments to test their ideas. So, this process is known as what? Scientific method. So, the scientific method is a step-by-step approach in studying natural phenomena and establishing the laws which govern these phenomena. Let us see. First, we have to make an observation, and second, we have to develop an idea about why it happens, and third, think of experiments to test the ideas and predict what will happen in the experiments and observe what actually happens, and last, modify ideas if predictions were wrong. And again, we have to do the same experiments test, and after that we have to predict what will happen in the experiments and observe what actually happens, and again we have to modify the ideas. So these only we have to take as the step-by-step approach in studying which one? The natural phenomena and establishing the laws which govern these phenomena. So any scientific method involves the following general features. The first one is systematic observation. First one we have to take a systematic observation, and second, controlled experimentation, and third one, qualitative and quantitative reasoning. We have to ask the questions, afterwards only we can get the answers, and mathematic modeling. So after that we have to write it the expressions or in the formula method format. A prediction and verifications or falsification of theories. So these are the step-by-step approach for the scientific method. I hope you understand. For example, consider a metallic rod being heated. When one end of the rod is heated, Heat is felt at other end. Already we know that one is need. The following questions can be asked on this observation. First question. What happens within the rod when it's heated? Second question. How does the heat reach the other end? Third question. Is this effect true for all materials? Fourth question. If heat flows through the material, is it possible to visualize heat? So, the process of finding the answers to these queries is scientific investigations. So, all these questions, the basic phenomenon is heat. We will discuss later heat. Okay. So, now let us move on to introduction of physics. The word physics is derived from the Greek word physis. Which word? Physis. Physis meaning nature. So the study of nature and natural phenomena is dealt with in physics. Hence physics is considered as the most basic of all sciences. So what is the meaning of physis? Physis meaning nature. So we have to study the nature and the natural phenomena within the physics. Okay. So hence physics is considered as the most basic of all sciences. And we have to learn the two approaches in physics also. One is taken as a unification and second one is taken as a reductionism. So what are the two approaches in studying physics? The first one is unification and second one is reductionism. So now let us see what is unification and what is reductionism. First let us see the unification. Attempting to explain the diverse physical phenomena with a few concepts and laws is unifications. So we know many physical quantities and also the physical phenomena. We can explain the phenomena with a few concepts and the laws. So this is only is called as what? Unification. For example, Newton's universal law of gravitation. Already you have studied in my 10th standard, isn't it? So the Newton's universal law of gravitation explains motion of planets around the sun, motion of the moon around the earth, thus unifying the fundamental forces of nature. That is the gravitational force, isn't it? So this is only called as what? Unification. The second one is the reductionism. An attempt to explain a macroscopic system in terms of its microscopic constituents is reductionism. Already we know what are macroscopic properties and what are microscopic constituents is needed. So the macroscopic properties are like a temperature, entropy, volume, pressure, etc. of bulk systems. So the above properties have been interpreted in terms of the molecular constituents. The molecular constituents only is taken as the microscopic of the bulk system. So we will discuss later. Both of them it comes for the 8th lesson and the 9th lesson. Okay, thermodynamics and the kinetic theory. So reductionism is nothing but an attempt to explain a macroscopic system in terms of its microscopic constituents is called as what? A reductionism. So studying physics, we have to do what? Two approaches is needed. One is taken as a unification and second one is the reductionism. Listen. Now let us move on to branches of physics. Physics as a fundamental science helps to uncover the laws of nature. The language of its expression is mathematics. For example, Newton's second law, force F is equal to ma. We have to write the expressions is needed. And also we can using the values as also. For example, the acceleration due to gravity. So g is equal to 9.8 meter second per minus 2. So the language of its expression is mathematics. In ancient times, Humans lived with nature, their lifestyles were integrated with nature. They could understand the signals from the movement of the stars and other celestial bodies. They could determine the time to sow and reap by watching the sky. Thus, astronomy and mathematics were the first disciplines to be developed. So, see the branches of physics is given. The physics, the first two is consist of, it's classified into two types. One is taken as a classical and second one is the modern. Okay, and here the classical, then the types also is there. Mechanics, thermodynamics and kinetic theory of gases, optics, electricity and magnetism, acoustic, astrophysics and relativity. And mechanics is further classified into two types, statics and dynamics. And dynamics also is further classified into two types, kinematics and kinetics. Already you have studied in our 10th standard. And modern physics is further classified into quantum physics, atomic physics, nuclear physics, molecular physics, high energy physics and condensed matter physics. Now let us see the branches of physics in brief. So first we have to move on to the classical physics. A classical physics refers to the traditional physics that was recognized and developed before the beginning of the 20th century. So first we have to move on to the branch and the major focus of this branch. The first we have to move on to the classical mechanics. The study of forces acting on bodies, whether at rest or in motion. So the classical mechanics, it explains what? The study of forces acting on the body, whether at rest or in the motion. Already you have discussed the laws of motion. The 10th standard we have discussed it. So you have learned out also. So that is also is undercomes in the classical mechanics. And second one is thermodynamics. The study of relationship between heat and the other forms of energy. So already we know what is heat, what is temperature, and what are the effects of heat. Then what are the other forms of the heat energy, what is specific heat capacity, what is latent heat, what is latent heat fusion. That and all we have studied in our 9th standard, isn't it? That also it comes for the thermodynamics. And third one, optics. The study of light. The major focus is what? The study of light only we have to take as what? Optics. So the light also I have studied what is reflection, what is refraction, how the images can be formed with the help of the spherical mirrors, and also I have studied the laws of reflection, laws of refraction, Snell's law, what is the refractive index of the medium. That and all I have studied, that and all is undercomes in the optics. So the next one, electricity and magnetism. The study of electricity and magnetism and their mutual relationship. So what is electric current, what are charges, then what is what is force, and that is electrical force, then what is electric field lines. Then similarly we can learn in the magnetism also. Here the electricity we can learn the electric field. In the magnetism we can learn what is magnetic field, how we can trace the magnetic lines, and what is the permittivity of the mediums. That also we can learn with the help of the electricity and the magnetism. So next we have to move on to the acoustics. The study of production and the propagation of the sound waves. So already you have studied in our 9th standard, that is sound, and 10th standard also you have studied sound. You have learned in our 9th and 10th standard propagation of sound waves. Then what is the audible sound waves frequency. Then what is the minimum distance needed for an echo, like that you have learned, isn't it? Then astrophysics, the branch of physics which deals with the study of the physics of astronomical bodies. Then stars, Then what is the distance between the sun and earth? What is the distance between sun and the other planets? That and all we can learn from the astrophysics. And next one is relativity. One of the branches of theoretical physics which deals with the relationship between space, time and energy, particularly with respect to objects moving in different ways. So the relativity, it was explained by Einstein, and he got Nobel Prize, and also he got theoretically explained the formula E is equal to mc square. Theoretically he has predicted this formula also, and he got the Nobel Prize. This special theory, this is called as the relativity. Okay, now let us move on to the branches in physics. The second type, modern physics, refers to the concept in physics that have surfaced since the beginning of the 20th century. Before the beginning of the 20th century, let's explain the classical physics, and beginning of the 20th century, that refers to the concept in physics is taken as the modern physics. The first one, quantum mechanics, the study of the discrete nature of the phenomena at the atom and atomic and the subatomic levels. It is explained in the quantum mechanics. And second one, atomic physics, the branch of physics which deals with the structure and the properties of the atom. Already you know the atom, it consists of three subatomic particles, that is a neutron, proton and the electrons. I have studied this need. So it is explained in the atomic physics. Next one is nuclear physics, the branch of physics which deals with the structure, properties and reaction of the nuclei of atoms. So here only we have already studied what is nuclear fission, what is nuclear fusion, what is radioactivity, what is natural radioactivity, what is artificial radioactivity, what are the uses of artificial radioisotopes. Already you have studied in what 10th standard is needed. So the branch of physics which deals with the structure, properties and reaction of the nuclei of atoms. So next we have to move on to a condensed matter physics, the study of the properties of condensed materials like solids, liquids, and those intermediate between them and dense gas. It branches into various subdivisions, including developing fields such as nanoscience, photonics, etc. It covers the basics of material science, which aims at developing new material with better properties for promising applications. It is explained in the condensed matter physics. And last one is the high energy physics, the study of the nature of the particles. It is explained in the high energy physics. So these are the branches of physics. In this lesson, in the first volume, some of the fundamental concept and basic areas are covered. In the first volume, the first lesson, mechanics is covered in a unit 1 to 6. The unit 1 gives an idea of the development of physics along with a discussion on basic elements such as measurement units, etc. In the second unit gives the basic mathematics needed to express the impact of physical principles and their governing laws. The impact of forces acting on objects in terms of the fundamental laws of motion of Newton are very systematically covered in Unit 3. Work and energy, which are the basic parameters of investigation of the mechanical world, are presented in Unit 4. Unit 5, it deals with the mechanics of rigid bodies. In the second volume, basis of gravitation and its consequence are discussed in the Unit 6. Older branches of physics, such as different properties of matter, are discussed in Unit 7. The impact and investigation of its consequence are covered in Units 8 and 9, that is thermodynamics and kinetic theory. Important features of oscillations and wave motions are covered in Units 10 and 11. So I hope you understand what and all we have discussed in this session. Thank you.